Hello, I thought I'd do a little video about lining up and leveling the wing when you're constructing it, because it seems to be something that a lot of people get a bit preoccupied with, and I mean, it is a bit of a scary thing really, because of course if you get it wrong and you put your wing together and it's not square and it's not level, then your aircraft is going to corkscrew into the ground. So it is quite important to get it right. But it's not difficult, and particularly if you're building from the kit, as I am, the Sonix B kit. Pretty much everything's done for you really. All you've got to do is make sure that you put the bits together correctly. So everything's pre-cut, everything's lined up, the holes are in the right place, most of them. There are a couple of exceptions. And then basically you've just got to get the ribs, the wing ribs, square or right at right angles to the main spar, and the two ends of the wing level with each other so that it's straight. So this is a little video about how I do that. So we'll tackle how I get the wing ribs perpendicular at right angles to the main spar. I've been using a tie bar. This is the second wing that I've done, so I made this tie bar for the first wing, and the object of the exercise is to get the distance between this hole in the main spar, which is the center hole of the aircraft basically, in line 19 inches from this hole in the aft spar. So we've got a hole in the aft spar, a hole in the main spar, and if you draw a line out from both of those, they should be 19 inches apart. So I came up with the idea, because you've got to take the wing apart and put it together so many times during the drilling, up drilling, deburring, sorting it out, putting the skins on, so many times. I decided that I wanted a quick way of getting it all back square again, so I made this tie bar. Once this is actually bolted in place, it holds the everything in exactly the right place, 19 inches between the axes of both of those holes. So the way I check it is I've got two rulers which I have drilled a hole through the middle and used a Cleco to hold them together. And this ruler, the main one, needs to be perpendicular to the spar, coming away like that. And then the other one is Clecoed at 19 inches exactly, and if you look, it lines up exactly with the center line of that hole. So that covers getting the whole thing square, and once that's locked in place, all the ribs are square. Making sure the wing is level, I made up this wooden, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like a little wooden trestle with two different length legs, and basically it's approximately when the wing is level, the top of that wooden structure is approximately level. I've got a digital inclinometer, so it doesn't actually have to be level, but I like to check it with the spirit level as well, just in case. So it is approximately level when I've got the wing chopped up on these wooden parts which are part of the original packing cases that the kit came in, which I've sawn up into small pieces. In fact, that's made of it as well. Everything gets reused. So basically, when I'm checking for level, I turn the digital inclinometer on and then zero it. So now it is reading 0, 0. And then we pick the whole thing up and move it to the other end. And it's most important to get the back edge in the same position each time. So I line it up with the back edge of the skin and the back edge of the rear spar. So it's always in the same place. And then if we're very lucky, you can see that it's not reading 0, 0, it's reading 0.1. So it's not quite level. So then I can use little slithers of wood or move the chocks around to actually make it level. So we'll just check that back the other way. We'll 0, 0 it again. Nip back to the other end. And there we go. It is 0, 0. So excellent. And that's the way that I check it for level. I do check it in the centre from time to time as well, but mostly I check it every time I change something. If I complete an operation, or I take something off, or I put it back on, I just recheck it just to make sure that everything is level again. And that way, hopefully, the aircraft won't go around in circles by itself. Anyway, I hope that's of help to somebody. The first wing went together without any problems using this method, and it is absolutely straight and true. And hopefully this one will be as well. Of course, I won't actually find out whether I've done this right until we fly the aircraft. But here's hoping.